all your relatives that came, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. This is why I get up every morning and I sing. And I ask you guys to get up, be awake, be aware, be ready. That comes from our elders. That comes from our aunties and our uncles and our moms and our dads. You guys did good today. Today is just the start of a long battle. At this time, I'd like to ask my Lexi Arvol looking horse to come up here and say a few words.
I'd like to say, my relatives, that we are the protectors. The Maniwichoni, the water of life, we are the protectors. That's our first medicine here. As we come back here again this day, I'd like to say thank you to each and every one of you that you have given yourself up for our people to stand, go over there to the front lines there. It's a very powerful time today, in this time in our generation right now. We have seen a lot of First Nations people, all the flags here, over 300 flags here. We are representing them. So stand strong, my relatives. We need each and every one of you. We're so thankful, those of you that have been here for so long. It's been months now. This is a very, very powerful time. The most powerful time in our generation. Because this is so much that we're up against in this corporate world, when everything's all about money. No, this is all, it is, it's the money, the oil, or spirituality, That's what the elders told us. I've been having meetings with Oceti Sakowin since this camp first started. Taking part in the ceremonies here, taking part in the ceremonies with the water of life, Maniwichoni. And a lot of our ceremonies, and like all the First Nations people, it's the women that take care of that water, that Maniwichoni. But sometimes we, as medicine people, we help the women. So there's an equal balance in our ways here. Today, we stand as who we are, as a people. That's how this camp started. This is how it started because, like the young people say, enough is enough. Our 7 wopre, the laws of our people, the Creator's laws, and that's what we live with. So we, as human beings, we protect anything that comes to protect our ceremonies. And today, that water of life, the first medicine. Now we know that it could get very dangerous because our ceremonies were outlawed. A lot of our people have been massacred. My great-great-grandfather is Chief Bigfoot, who left Cheyenne River Reservation and went to Wenditni Chankpe Opi. And that's where he got massacred. So I grew up listening to my elders. Our family, we have relatives that got shot at Wenditni. They have bullet holes. And the elders that grew old. What you're standing up for today is rightfully yours. the water of life. I am the sacred bundle keeper, the Chanupa Owanka. But we have so many stories here, all those eagles that come around, the buffalo that you see today. You know, the Spirit is with us every which way, they're showing themselves. Why? Because Ujimaka is sick. In our ceremonies, they told us that you're going to see a lot of earth changes, climate changes. People will get up in the morning and say that nothing is good no more. That people will be spiritually disconnected. And then the white animals will be born. That we are supposed to once again stand up and protect our holy places, our sacred sites, and everything that goes with the ceremonies we have to protect. The whole world is watching right now because they wish they can do the same, because every place in the whole world, the waters are no good no more. So when you first start this camp here, and I said, as I pray, and we pray to the four directions, we pray to the west, the north, the east, and south. I see a lot of fracking that is going on right now, and all the broken oil pipelines that contaminating the water as we face the west and the north and Canada towards the east and south. All the rivers are being polluted right now, and yet all of us, it affects our chante, our heart, so much that even the elders said, Anatalila chante mayaza, my heart really hurts because I'm having a hard time. I'm having a hard time because there's so much disrespect, there's so much abuse. Who's going to hear our prayers? Who's going to stand up and say this is when enough is enough? And we're doing it right now here in Standing Rock. It might be just a few or thousands of people, but we're still standing strong with the spirit of Mother Earth. Every day is a good day. Today is a beautiful day. In our ways that no matter if it's a good day or a bad day, we still have to give wupila. We have to give thanks because life is sacred here upon the earth. We know deep in our hearts and our minds that the elders prayed for us long ago, like the ones that prayed in Washington, D.C. Someday nations will unite and stand together. And we spoke about Crazy Horse too when we first started this camp here. We talked about Crazy Horse. He never wanted to sign that treaty because every time he thinks about that paper doesn't belong to us. It's all about money and greed. On this Turtle Island here, this river, it's an imprint of that tree. All these rivers and the creeks goes into that Minnesota, that Missouri. It goes to that New Orleans, into that big water. So it's a tree here on this turtle island here. So a lot of our stories, it talks about that tree of life. We have so much teachings that come with that tree of life here. And it's a part of each and every one of you standing here. And that water is part of that tree of life. Even the keepers of the eastern door, the 6 nations, talks about that tree of life. There's prophecies that were told. Now we went to United Nations early 1990s, and the Leon Shenandoah. Now he talked about that tree of life. Then he talked about that tree of life because I said when this tree of life starts to die from the top, and the turtles would start to, at that time, the turtles would start die at the shores of the big river. I know that there's so much teachings that come with that. All the 6 nations, all his elders are gone today. Jake Swamp, Leon Shenandoah, and the whole group of elders. So we have to do our prayers to keep that always going like that every day, to get up with a good mind, because today is something sacred. There's so much that is with us today, with the stories, why we're here, where we're going. And we're going to make relatives, and we're going to keep that spirit with us here, because we know in our hearts and our minds that we have responsibilities and duties. There shouldn't be anybody telling you what to do when it comes to a camp like this. Because in that circle, each and every one of you are part of this circle here. And we're here because of those flags that were prayers that have been brought here at Waslaha Standing Rock. So once again, I honor each and every one of you for being here, protecting that water, that Maniwichoni. That water is life. I know that today, what we are faced with, there's a lot of people all over the world looking at us right now. And they're praying with us, but like the elders said, no, the Spirit would guide you and help you. But it's going to make you humble too. And there's times that you feel like, why am I doing this? You can question yourself. But don't ever do that. Don't ever question Spirit. Just know that you're doing something right. Amitakepi, ampetukile heche chik ala chawagla kinaha. Onya wa wochiku kakapi makak neche na tonachi je na wochiki kakapi kha. Ampetukile heche na achante okit kapita oloapi na ha wochiku kakapi.